insert a pie chart into a Power BI canvas, just go to the report view. Under this report view, we have visualizations pane. Under this visualizations pane, we have two parts. One is add data to your visual, and second one is format. So we will be referring to add data to a visual section, where we will find all the visualizations here. Under all these visualizations, we have a donut chart. That is the third row and last visualization. It is donut chart. Just click on this donut chart. It will get inserted to a Power BI canvas. It will be a blank chart in the beginning. So you will be required to use your query, and under this query you will find all the fields here. So all these fields will be required to populate this chart. You need to drag any of these fields you want to show into these blank fields, right? Data fields. Basically, the donut chart is used to populate or to show the data with not more than six categories, right? It basically shows the part to a whole. Out of 100%, it shows all of those categories, percentage and data wise, correct? So let's see. For example, we have segment here. We will be using one segment into the legend part, and just what the value we want to show you, we will show that particular value of for these legends. For example, sales, cost of goods sold, or profit or discount, whatever we can show. So here I am using sales into my values, so it will populate your pie chart. The only difference between the pie chart and the donut chart is a pie chart is completely look like as a pie, and it's like complete circle. But the pie donut chart is just look like a donut, right? It has two circles, like one inner circle with blank area, and one is the outer circle which shows you the values, right? So this is the only difference between pie chart and the donut chart. So that's why I'm showing you the parallelly. Now, to format it, you can go to a format your visual section. Now, before that, you will be seeing legends, values, details, and tooltips right here under the visualizations pane. So the legend section is used to show the uh, text KPI, right? Text values which are going to populate on the basis of values, right? So these legends means because of these legends only you will be seeing the different segments based on different colors, like, right? Values help you to populate the values we have. So the greater the percentage or greater the value, the area of that particular uh, section will be greater. As you see here, orange is the biggest area here. So because this is because we have the maximum percentage from the data, right? Sales percentage is maximum here, that is 44.22%. That's why the orange section is greatest. So whatever the percentage is greatest, that area will be biggest. The one thing to notice or one thing to take care is here is you need to just make sure that all the percentages adds to 100% only, right? Not up to, but the sum of all these percentage should be sharp 100%, correct? That thing is to be noted. Otherwise this areas of these donut chart will not be populated correctly. Now you can just, if you hover over any of these section here, you will see segment and sum of sales. This is called tooltip. After hovering, you will see such kind of detail. But here you can show additional information as well. This kind of information is called tooltip, right? Under this tooltip you can add additional detail here. Additional detail in the sense, if you in under the tooltips, right? So additional information means that you are not making it visible on the chart, but in the additional information, that particular piece will be visible, right? For example, I just want to show the profit, so I will keep it in the tooltip section. So if you now hover, now the profit will be visible here, correct? That means we are not showing the profit on the chart graph, but if I hover over any of the section, this profit will be visible, correct? This way. Now to format it, we will go to our format your visualization section. Under this, if you see legends is turned on, if you turn it off, this piece of information will be invisible now. Then that information was showing the different colors for different segments. For example, this orange color is for government, The pink color is for small businesses, and this is sorted as per the basis of this biggest value at the first, ending from lowest value, correct? So you can change the position of it. By default it is center right, you can change its position, let's say top left, or let's say bottom right. This way you can change its position. You can format its text, the font formatting, basic font formatting. You can change the font family, font size, increase or decrease. The minimum font size is 8 pixels, but you can increase it, right? You can change the color from here, this way, right? You can change the title, let's say it is segment. As of now we can rename it segments. If you click on reset to default, then it will be set to default formatting set by Power BI, correct? Now go to slices. These particular sections of the different colors, different data are called slices. You can change the color by your choice statically, right? Let's say for this government I can give this color, right? This color will be changed. For small businesses you can change it again, right? If you want to reset to default formatting, just click on this reset to default part. It will be reset to default formatting set by Power BI. Now detailed labels. Detailed labels are these labels that are visible over here, the value and the percentage, right? You can change its position and label content as well. So you can change it. As of now it is by default outside, you can set it to inside, right? This way it will be set to inside, but the setting it to inside will not see any clear vision when we have small values, right? For mid market we are seeing this label, but for channel partners we are unable to see the detail, right, over the chart. So we can just put it automatically the outside one, right? If I just increase the size of it to make it more visible and clear, you can set it as per your uh, chart area and chart size, right? Now the content levels, as of now it has shown the value and the percentage. So you can change it to only category, then only the category will be visible. Let's say government, small businesses, enterprise, mid market, right? You can change it to data value only the data values will be visible. You can change it to percentage of total, right? Total will always be 100%, not bigger or not smaller. Then you can category and data label as per your need. You can just show. And now I have changed to all detail labels. So we have all detail labels as the segment name, data value and the percentage, right? For these values also you can change the formatting. Let's say semi bold. We can increase the size. We can change the color. We can change the display units. Power BI has a default functionality to populate the display units, just like it is showing in millions. So Power BI does what Power BI does is it checks the values, and as per the values it shows the unit here. You can change it to none as well, right? You can change it to thousands, or you can keep it to auto, right? You can change the decimal places. As of now the value is one or two decimal places. You can change it to 1 2 3 as per your need, right? You can change the percentage decimal places as well to either 0 1 or 2, right? You can change the formatting to default as well. You can change, you can rotate it as well. Rotation in the sense the biggest KPI or biggest slice starts from this 90 degree, making the 90-degree angle from the top, right? You can rotate this as well, this way, using the slider. Or you can just rotate it from this field, let's say 50 degrees, so it will get rotated. You can click on reset to default to make a default format. Now we have general formatting. General formatting includes all the formattings that are available for all the charts, that are common for all the charts, right? The property includes height and width. Let's say we can change its height to 700 pixel. The height will be increased. Width, let's say width also I'm increasing it, right? Position, we can change the position. Let's say vertical I'm giving it 20, right? It will leave 20 pixel from the top. Horizontal, let's say I'm giving 580, right? It will leave the 580 pixels from the right, from the left. Now padding means the area or the space between the border and the other parts of the chart. Let's say from top it is 0, right? If I give it 5 pixel, then 5 pixel area will be, or its space will be left from the top. You can change from top, right, bottom and left. If I go to title, you can change the title of this chart, that is sum of sales and sum of profit. We can change it or update it. Let's say if I remove sum of from both the values, right, this way we can update our title. We can change the heading type or we can change the font family. Correct. So the best practice is to keep the font families of all the titles or all the text visible in a Power BI report the same, right? So we should do that. That is the best practice, right? You can change the text color of this title, background color of the title, right? We can align it. We can turn on the subtitle. A subtitle will be visible. You can change the subtitle here, right? And you can format it and align it. I am keeping it as off. Divider is the horizontal line that separates the title and the area of the chart. So if you turn it on, you will see a very thin 1 pixel line of gray color, right? You can change the color from here, right? You can change the color. You can change the width. You can change the width of this separator line. You can change the line style from solid, dashed or dotted, right? I always prefer solid one. It's my personal choice, right? If you go to effects, then you can change the background color, visual border and shadows. So you can change the background color of this graph, right? You can increase or decrease the transparency. If you go to visual border, if you see as of now the border is no border is applied, right? You can just select this visual and again go with the general formatting effects, right? You can turn on the visual border. A black border will be added for of 1 pixel width. You can change the color here, right? Increase the width. By default it will be of sharp edges, but if you want to keep the rounded edges like this, you can just again go to the same formatting options, and you can just expand the visual border and you can give the border radius here, let's say 5 pixel from this text box as well, and you can use the slider as well, right, this way. Now you can also give the shadow of this graph, right? If you turn it on, a shadow will be added like this, right? You can change the color of this shadow. You can change the offset to inside or outside, right? You can change the position of this, let's say center. Now we have data format, so we have the formatting of this data. So we can change it. Segment is of text, so the format should be text here. We have sum of sales, so sales should be in currency format, so we need to put it as currency, right? A dollar symbol will be added here. So this dollar symbol, by default Power BI chooses the English US currency. You can change it for whatever the country's data you have, right? Let's say UK, it will be visible for UK currency, right? You can choose the number of decimal places from here. The date thousand separator means the comma that will be visible after three places from the left of the value, right? This thousand separator. Now the header icons, you can do the same formatting for your tooltip as well as our profit is our tooltip, right? You can update the formatting for your tooltip as well here for profits, right? For formatting currency. Right now you will see the sum of profit and decimal places is very huge. You can update your decimal places as well. Let's say 2 decimal places, correct? The header icons, these are always visible in Power BI desktop, but you can hide or display these header icons from Power BI service. So Power BI service, if you turn it off, then these will be invisible from Power BI service, but if you keep it on, then these will be visible. You can change the background color, the lighter one, right? You can change the border. You can change the icon color. right? You can choose what icons you want to display and what you want to hide. If you go with tooltip, you can change the formatting of this tooltip as it is white background with the normal font, right? You can change the font family, font size, right? You can change the font color for label and the value both. You can change the background color as well. Let's say this very light gray color. So this way you can create and format your visual, right? One formatting is also there for the radius of this detail labels, right? You this under the slices option, right? You will find one spacing option here. This is the inner circle radius, right? You can just increase or decrease this radius. So the lesser the radius will be, the thicker the slices will be, and the smaller the circle will inner circle will be, right? If you increase this inner circle radius, right, inner radius, then the inner circle will be bigger and the slices will be thinner. So this way you can go with your inner radius formatting. If you keep it 0, then it will be converted to pie chart, correct? So this is the only difference between the donut chart and the pie chart.